Hey there, car shoppers. My name is Kyle, your car professional, back today with AutoDice.com, the website that lets you build your dream car and dealerships bid on it. Today, we're going to be discussing a topic that is not directly related to buying a car, but pretty close, which is should you be considering an extended warranty? Now, full disclaimer, I'm not going to tell you one way or the other what you should do. Rather, I'm going to give you some ideas of things to think about in order to make an informed decision for yourself. Let's take a look at those things. All right, so to get started, the first thing I want to mention is be careful taking advice on this topic from other people. I realize that I'm giving advice, but I will point out that I'm advising what to think about, not what to do. But I have seen a lot of people get very emotional, very angry, trying to convince somebody of what they should do when it comes to the extended warranties. And they'll say things like, oh, you don't take an extended warranty, it's extra money for nothing, your car's never going to break. But garages are still a thing, so I don't know where that comes from. But I have heard things like that in my career. How can you, though, identify if it's right for you? Because obviously, this is a topic that is different for each person and each transaction. So the first thing that I would suggest that you can think about is be honest with yourself about your financial situation. If, for example, you know that a $2,000 or $3,000 repair, whether it's likely or unlikely, would be absolutely detrimental to your budget, it may not be worth taking that risk, and it may be worth paying a few extra dollars per month in order to make sure that you don't have to deal with that possible eventuality. If you are a person who, if you did have a major repair, it wouldn't really affect you too severely. I mean, you'd probably still not be happy about it, but if it wouldn't really throw off your budget for an extended period of time, then maybe you can afford to take that risk and see what happens. But be honest with yourself about where you're at financially so that, you can maybe protect yourself from unnecessary risk. The second thing that we can talk about is there is actually objective information that you can look up in order to find out whether or not it is a good idea. Nowadays, online, you can actually look up averages for component replacement and repairs on cars. You can then take the cost of whatever extended warranty or coverage that you're looking at, divide it by the number of years that it's going to cover you for, and then compare that number to the average that you found online for repairs and component replacement. If it's lower, then it may be worth going for, and if it's higher, then maybe not. Now, again, that's not definitive. If, for example, once again, you couldn't afford to pay a major repair all in one shot, even if the extended coverage is a little bit more expensive than the expected average, it may still be worth paying that extra to avoid that nasty surprise. Last, think about what kind of person you are. Are you the type of person that really values peace of mind? As in, you hear a rattle in your car and you immediately panic and it can ruin your day. If you're that type of person, then regardless of the costs, it may be worth taking taking that extra option so that you don't have to deal with those things or that stress. If your person doesn't care about that stuff and it's totally irrelevant, well, then obviously you can drift you in the other direction of not going for it. But still a really good thing to think about what you think is important or what bothers you when it comes to being a car owner. So that would be a great idea, a great thing to think about. So to sum up, what can you do? Number one, think about your financial situation. Be honest with yourself. If a major repair would be very detrimental to you, maybe not worth taking the risk. Number two, look up what the averages are and see if it's objectively a good idea for the additional option that you're being offered. And last but not least, think about what's important to you and what type of stresses you're willing to accept while driving your vehicle. So hope this information helped and will give you a better idea of how to make a decision for an extended warranty or additional coverages in the future. If you wouldn't mind, like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. If you have any questions or comments about something you'd like me to discuss in the future, go ahead and leave those below. And as always, I hope you get the best deal.